And hello, we're back for more Genshin Impact, and kind of unfortunately, I want to make wishes. However, the issue that arises is there's Nahida, to which we could just power up Nahida more if I get more Nahidas. But I'd kind of like to see what other characters I could get. And then the other one is Nilou, who I don't have a problem with, but she's a sword user. And that's where my problem lies, because I would like to get more variations of characters with different elemental types and different weapons. Because I already have two that I use in my main party that are sword users. Why do you do this to me, Genshin? Can you not give me somebody with a claymore? Or a broadsword, or whatever you want to consider it. A large sword? Or a bow and arrow? Where have those been? I mean, last time too, it was... Who do we have? We had a sword user with Ayaka. And then we had a bow staff or spear user with Shenhua. So yeah. They finally gave us a conduit user. I believe that's the term that you use for it. But it's one that I already have. So I'm at this dumb crossroads. You know what? It's time to make some wishes. I've been saving up fates since last time. I hadn't used them at all last time. Let's just freaking get some wishes in. I'm sure I won't even get a 5-star. Holy crap. What the heck is this? The moment I said I probably won't even get a 5-star, boom, 5-star. Whereas normally I'm like, please, 5-star, 5-star. Best I can give you is a 4. And it's something that you've had. Ooh, Layla. I haven't gotten her before. Nice! I like new characters. Which is the reason why I decided to go for Nilou rather than stack up on more Nahidas. And there we got ourselves a Nilou. What if we got ourselves another Nilou? What if we got ourselves another 5-star other than Nilou? Nope. Nilou's only 5-star. But dope. I'm happy with that. Let's stack up on Nahidas. I probably won't even get it. Yeah, now that I'm looking for it, I'm not going to get it. Ah, the struggle. Oh, look, Dragon's Bane. Did I get a 4-star character, or was that the only 4-star I got? Boom, come on, come on. Yep, no characters. Let's try one more good. Yeah, I'm not getting a 5-star. I need to just act like this always. Because it works. I can't tell you why, but it works. Hey, I got Dory. I didn't have her before. Although the last time I used her during a trial run, I didn't like her that much. Ooh, another Nahida. We stacking. All right. Oh, I was about to say, we get anything else noteworthy, but we got Shinobu. Yeah, we got 2 copies and a new one. Well. How the cookie crumbles. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some intertwined fate here. Get ourselves some more intertwined fates. Get ourselves in a clean fate too. When does this reset? 18 days. Okay, because it said I had only like 4 left of the intertwined fates, but the weird part is I had just purchased it like 2 days ago. I guess purchase is the right word, but who cares? More Nahidas, please. We're probably not gonna get it. It's because I said the more Nahidas, please. Yeah, I believe that's my karma. I'm not a believer in karma, Although I have created a character for a story, and the character's name was Karma. But yeah, things typically don't go my way. Ah, a book. The Sacrificial Fragments. And some I obviously already have, so... What's the term for it? I want to say power up. That's not the term for it. Not stacking either, although that kind of applies. Get another Aquain Fade. What is the term I'm looking for? No! All that expired! Bummer. Ascend! No, that's not it either. Refine! That's it. That's what I was looking for. Refine. Right here. Although, only level 20? Really? That's all I got going for it? Let's go ahead and unlock it. Refine. Rank 2. Was there anything else that I could do this with that I have? I do not think so. Ooh, this one got flowers on it. Mailed flower. Claymore. So that is the term that we got to use for... Wait. Huh? Well, that's an oversight on my part. I do think it stacks, so I think we're okay. Let's refine this one, and then we'll finally get to whatever story we're doing today. Because I don't know. Oh, I said unlock it. This one jumps up to rank 3, though, right? Nope, rank 2. I messed up. I definitely messed up. But anyway, let's figure out what we're doing today. What we're doing today is another story quest. Kamisato. Kamisato, yeah. That's how you spell it. Hayato. So let's go ahead and meet this guy, because I haven't met him yet. Yeah. Wait, did I have it marked on the quest that we're doing it? Nope. New shoots from old branches. New shoots from old branches? New shoots? New shoots. Because when you say new shoots, I start thinking bamboo. New shoots? Let's go ahead and activate. Wait, what does this do? When the Shrine of Maya is unleashed and the elemental types of the party members are being tabulated, the count will add 1 to the number of Pyro, Electro, and Hydro characters, respectively. Okay, come in. I only have 1 of those. That's Electro. On anything. Shinobu. You go ahead and get this activated. Your AoE is increased by 50%. That's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty easy to understand. All right, so where are we going? Hit the Inazuma city streets. Oh, we're basically right here. Am I going to get a rundown on the character of Ayato? Because I was supposed to meet him some other time, but I haven't yet. And so this would be the, like, not official introduction? Or are they just going to let me gradually learn who he is? Because, of course, he's Ayaka's older brother, but... Ooh, here we go, cutscene. In and out.
Those two look familiar.
Yeah, a lot of characters have the same skins.
Ah, it's Ippei and Shinojo!
Remind me who they are again?
What? You forgot already?
It's been a lot of episodes.
That one is Shinojo. Back when we first arrived in Inazuma, we escorted Hiragi Chisato out of Rito with him. Remember? That's how we got out. Next time is Ippei, Kujo Kamaji's servant. That day when we hung out with A, he came and told us that Kujo Kamaji had gone missing. He was really worried.
Ippei sounded more familiar to me, and that was the more recent person that we had met. So that makes sense. Good memory, Paimon.
All part of Paimon's job as your guide. Anyway, let's go say hi.
Oh, I thought that you were just a food disposal. Flying food disposal.
Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Well, obviously they're having a conversation, Paimon.
Thanks so much for your help last time.
No problem.
I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
Him? You could just say his name. Him just sounds like you're being improper or impolite.
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. I've never had the chance to say thank you properly. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh? What a coincidence.
Well, we're all in Inazuma, and I see there's a limited number of people here.
We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting.
Oh, instant friends!
On the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Yep.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that was why Chisato wanted us to deliver a letter. That's old news, though. So why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
Holding
we have
hands?
reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Oh, so they're way past holding hands.
That's great! They can finally make it official!
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything.
Oh, so you don't even know if
Dare
they've held
to
hands
ask.
yet?
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns out that Ippei received the exact same instructions as I did.
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put two and two together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
Things do point towards marriage.
Wonderful news! But,
Or a wedding. Marriage is kind of different.
What's wrong? Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Ah, he got a crush on her.
Right? I think so too. It's fantastic.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big misunderstanding? As things stand, we have no actual proof of a wedding. Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
That'll be your next thing.
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
You seem down.
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently.
I wonder why.
I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly.
No.
It's just
Worried that
everything
they're getting
feels
married.
kind of up in the air until they make it official.
I get what you mean. I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really begin.
Actually, you don't get what he means at all.
What should we do? Should we just straight up ask them?
I don't know. That seems a bit rude.
Well, since this is a wedding between two commissions, the Yashiro Commission oversees wedding ceremonies. They'll know something.
Right! If Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a sure thing.
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
Why not?
It's fine. He and Ayaka are practically best buds. There's nothing to worry about.
I see. Then thank you. Thank you very much. Having a definite answer will stop my thoughts from running wild.
Let's go to the Kamisato estate.
Let's. The Femania leaves fall. Meet Ayaka at the Kamisato estate. So let's go ahead and tell them a port closer. That way we don't have to waste time running. That's fast.
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
You mean you don't want to hear it from them yourself?
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
Okay. Suit yourselves.
All right then, we won't be long.
Or we may be. Who knows? Could take an hour and a half from now. And where do we go? Ah, over to there. Howdy, fellas! Ah, they didn't even stop me. I was expecting to be stopped.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing.
Was she playing blindfolded?
Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
I bet it's not Ayaka.
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
They just made it look like she was there.
Voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Oh, he's got his
Yes.
back turned. That's what he means by without even looking at the board.
traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayata.
We meet the big brother.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person.
Aw,
Ayaka
shucks.
is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi! Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
Smooth, Paimon.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. Look, as soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Sounds good to me.
Good, because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. All right, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
Paimon goes from polite to presumptuous in a split second.
We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet.
As it happens, we crossed paths with them before.
I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma.
Sounds like
The
it.
Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs. It closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the almighty shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
Right,
Of
makes
course,
sense.
future heads of 2
Two
or 3
true lovers
commissions.
becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
Not
It
always.
is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2 truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
Yeah, they were Romeo and
All right,
Juliet
then.
without the
I'll be
suicides.
sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of
And
the
murders.
Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Huh? But you have other things to be doing.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate an appropriate level of respect. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister. But she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare.
Could you share what
It would
those
be a
other
good
matters
chance
are?
For me to pay a visit to the bride and groom. Oh, and would you two care to join me?
You mean us? As if there's another two there.
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested in this matter. This being the case,
That was their love
why not
letter
come
delivery
and
boy.
offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually.
Actually, we're
just
kind of
agreed to
the big help.
deliver a letter this one time.
Yep.
That's all. Although wait, does that mean we helped make this wedding happen?
Romantic relationships are determined by fate. Or, Paimon, don't overestimate your contributions here. Romantic relationships are determined by fate. Yeah, those go together.
All right then.
But still, let's go see them.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
Ah, yes, I hate small talk
You're
as
the
well.
Yashiro commissioner, but you can't do small talk?
It's a matter of disliking him more than not being able to.
Small talk is a chore.
Yes.
Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them. Toma,
I cannot stand
I'm
small
heading out
talk.
with my
People
two
always want to
guests
small talk
now.
me.
I'll leave the residence in your capable hands.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
All right. Where'd he go? We gotta go report it back. This is not the way out. Wait, it is the way out. Let's just go on the other side of it. Shows how much I know about layouts. All right. Time to deliver the bad news. That's good news to some, bad news to others.
Ah, you're finally...
Ah, Yashiro Commissioner.
Who are these two?
Basically, the right hands of both the bride and groom.
I'll do the introductions.
You introduce your companions to Ayato and update them on the situation. Them is just
So
easier
it's
than trying to
true.
get their names out. Yep.
Well, there we have it. That's it then. So be it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
Ippei still doesn't understand.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where I... Goodbye then.
Aw, cheer up, Shinojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
Is nobody going to say anything about his emotional outbreak when Ippei did not know what was going on? All right. Let us... Wait, can we teleport here? Yeah. Yeah, I'm teleporting to this teleport point. All right, so run around here. Right up inside. How is fighting in a dungeon, or whatever you want to call it, gonna play into this story? Huh. Center. And I still have to get closer before a cutscene happens. Hi there, Kamaji.
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ippei. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Not really,
Hey
no.
there! We came to congratulate you as well!
How have you been?
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize.
That's good.
I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
You're
So
far
much
too
pressure,
modest.
huh?
The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
And you
I'm
fought the
flattered,
Raiden
but
Shogun.
I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing, and I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Sounds like it was worth sending that letter. You must be a smooth operator. I didn't want to say this one, but this one seems even worse.
Come on now, you're embarrassing me. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen. It's a joyous occasion. Light-hearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
The people not happy
You're
about
right.
the wedding?
But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
No.
Of course not. Where
been
there
like
is
70
true love,
episodes for me.
nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared. Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Uh-oh.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison. If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst.
I can see
Way
where
to
you're
help,
coming
Paimon.
from, but you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her?
Oh. So she proposed to you?
Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's
I
funny,
feel like
actually,
it's kind of along the
because when
ways
I
of how it
formally
actually
proposed
happens.
to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Wait, what?
Huh? Really?
Somebody's playing Cupid. Maybe she prefers things to be more implicit. No, she didn't do it.
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing.
She didn't do it.
She really committed to it.
She didn't do it.
I'll never forget the look on her face.
She didn't write it.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said,
No, she wasn't
I
pretending.
was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Disgruntled noises.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Aww.
Give me a break.
What?
Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
I think you can't help it. Be nice, Paimon.
Apologies, my friends. And also
Don't
to Sir
apologize.
Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
Don't apologize.
Far from it. On the
Paimon's the one that
contrary,
should
seeing you
apologize.
so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kinda irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion.
Wow,
Good luck on the
Paimon.
day, and have a happy wedding.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
Is he going to bring up
Very
how
well.
he thinks that
I'll see you
she
out.
never did write that letter? You part ways with Kamaji. Hacha seems to have more to say to you. Yeah. He's about to say exactly what I think he's going to say.
Seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right? It's a happy kind of busy, though.
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9. What do you think, Traveler?
He seems generally happy, but I'm bothered by how the whole thing began.
He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be fruitless.
How so?
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
I can see that.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons. Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient.
Speaking from experience,
Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
but are there really no negative consequences to this?
We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you.
Thank
You
you.
are thorough and thoughtful, just as my sister describes.
Huh? But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
But this she comes with the first
Only
letter
if we are to
that
take
set it all
Kujo
off.
Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Of course you
Don't
don't.
worry about it. I was planning to visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to hear her thoughts. If she's as committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. But if not... well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Very true. All right. Now we got to go all the way across Inazuma. Well, this set of Inazuma. I guess you can say going all across Inazuma can count as going all the way over here to the Sangonomiya, Sangonomiya Shrine. Or going all the way down here to the Foggy Island. I forget what it's called. But either way, Let's go across the island. Ooh, berries! Jump. Gliding is so much faster than walking. Slower than running, though, but it doesn't use up stamina as quickly as running.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding.
Uh-huh.
Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would
Goodbye now.
Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Snacks? Paimon will be happy.
Paimon is not an attendant.
I thought she'd be happy.
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Yes, please.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed. We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
Sounds good. But there's still
That sounds
questions.
splendid. We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
He's yelling like we're walking away, but we're still standing right here.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence
Kill some
why
Salmon
I
Rito.
dislike small talk.
Yep.
Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner
We
always
didn't go
manages
this way,
to
though.
come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Do we know this person? Tomoki.
Tomoki.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again.
But he's not the...
Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Is he the milk
We tried his dango
mixed
milk
with,
a while back with the almighty Shogun and Inazuma
what's it
Tree.
called, guy?
Ah,
Yeah, the
I
dango,
see.
dango milk.
So you
That's
were
it.
involved in that. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two.
It was unexpected, that's for sure.
I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too. So I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting. What
Tell
is
us
it
more.
this time?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be delicious.
Paimon's
What
willing
if
to
I were
try.
to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea Ganoderma.
Lavender melon might work.
What? You want to mix those with
The others, I'm not sure.
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary.
Huh?
It's great to try new things.
No. You're
Traveler,
aiming for the
Any
taste.
thoughts?
Lavender melon might be good.
Sounds like a risky choice. Are you
I don't know what a
sure?
lavender melon tastes like.
Well, okay. Paimon will have the same as you.
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second. I'll have them ready in just a moment.
A short while, the creative milk is finally ready.
Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender melon does not taste good.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously, tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
In other words, you have too many other things to worry about.
Yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else. I noticed something
Still waiting on
before we left the
Chisato?
Hiragi clan's residence.
You saw who Chisato was meeting with?
No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future.
Makes sense.
But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
I guess it is a bit strange.
I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
He's your Shadow
Really
Knight?
doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch
said
on
duty.
the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
Poor Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
That's what I said. Good luck, Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
All right. And that's up this way. Up higher, up higher, up higher. You can't glide higher without a wind stream pushing you upward. So now we just got to run until we run out of stammies. I think I just saw her sit down. I did just see her sit down. Yeah. Probably should have taken the stairs.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
Yep, it's us.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes.
Probably more than Kamaji.
There are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji.
He finally went there.
He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan.
Yeah.
If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
It's just two families becoming one big family, though, right? What's the big deal?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No
Who's
problem
gonna bring
at
up the letter?
The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you.
He said duty.
Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it?
Nope.
It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it... yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Nope. I think someone's
Kujo
trying to tear down the
maintains
Hiragi
that the letter
clan.
was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... how did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance.
Well, it
Who
is
knows?
if she's having second thoughts,
Perhaps Sir
especially hearing
Cujo
that
is the one
it's a
being
real
coy.
thing.
After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter.
True.
Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now,
You're unsure.
I think I should give it some more thought.
That's always a good idea
Marriage
before
is
making
the
a
most
life-changing
important
decision.
of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times.
There's a lot of
I say
things that
this
could be
as
the
an
most
advocate
important
for you
decision of your life.
personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Leave the Hiragi estate and go over what you know. Alright, how far outside of the Hiragi estate do we gotta go? Gosh, we still gotta go ways, don't we? Are we like going down to the docks? Wait, this way? We gotta go lower steel. Just going to the shoreline.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Ayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
So someone is trying to get Hiragi Chisato into trouble, or is coveting her position. I think trying to get her in trouble.
Yes. It's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place.
Reasonable theory, but it's just a theory. Unfortunately, there's no evidence.
Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
That's the second time you've done that! Paimon cannot deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I
Were you
expected.
interrogating?
They
Or
cannot
is
afford
he
to
being
let this
interrogated?
opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way! Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid. But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her.
Aww.
When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Marriage is such a trap.
Oh, wow, Paimon. We've got to stop her. We can't let this evil plan come to fruition.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows.
You got a shadow worker right here.
Suspecting pawns do their work.
This dude works in the shadows
This
for
is
you.
what makes their approach so smart.
You have in on the
meanwhile,
shadows.
are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
And just let the two of us do it.
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished. Tell me
True.
where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Oh, he doesn't even get to speak. It just cuts back to action. So this is how we're going to end up fighting during this whole story quest. I'm sure this is where we're going to fight too. All right, sound reports. Closer. Oh, hey, fellas. I'm not going to mess with them right now. I remember being over here. Yeah, when we were doing the whole root thing. Ugh. I want to make sure I get closer. How dare you cage a lovesick puppy? Ow.
Life goes on.
I meant to pull my glider, but it didn't work. Yo, excuse me.
What are you doing? Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yep, you can't do nothing to him.
Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Why is there so much corruption in Inazuma? Well, I guess there is a lot of that to clean up from.
Excuse me.
Ooh, we get to use Ayato.
Battle formation!
Be still.
Get them!
Oh, I want him. I want him. I want him. I want him.
Soldiers!
Boom, boom. Get it, get it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I like his attack a lot. It's fun. He good fun. Get it. Uh-huh. It's always get it with it. Talk to the guards.
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Master who?
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first.
Okay, why did he give us an option during the fight to open?
In all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side. Where did it end up?
Oh, come on, it's made out of wood.
What the? It's a tanuki?
It's made out of wood and rope. Can't we just cut it?
Tanuki took it.
Let's follow it and see.
But can't the tanuki hide? Hi. Hey! Oh, I forget that. Do I need to keep following the tanuki? Where did the tanuki go? Well, this is the limit for the circle. Where'd that tanuki go? Where did it hide the key? Okay. I can't see in the bush. Wait, to the shrine? Nope, that's not it. I was thinking maybe this tanuki could change how it looks. Like other tanukis. Wait. I don't think it's under here, but it was the one thing that stood out. Oh, it is him! You little tanuki. Hey, I already broke all the boxes. Come on, tanuki, give it up. Shippo? I swear. Oh, no, was it? Isn't that a statue of a kitsune? A kitsune? Well, either way, give us the key. Why'd the tanuki have to waste so much time? Confirmed.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, homie.
It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside. Oh, wait.
We'll arrest them.
You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
We know.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
This situation
Who
has
best to
consequences for the
the
whole
Red Shogun
Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
He said duty again.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
Okay. A short while after leaving.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men.
Well, they kind of caged
You wouldn't
person.
happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I
What about
heard that
you?
someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by.
Tell him.
Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Tell him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson.
No, you weren't.
Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Boom.
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Kanjo Commission.
But not the head.
We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything.
I'm not honoring your duty.
Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles.
You stop talking about duty
Not only
already.
did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing?
Your duty is unworthy.
Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
He's a slime ball, but he's also difficult to argue against. Although I'm sure it's not a problem for Ayato.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you.
Share it.
There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue.
Huh?
So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
No.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window.
I don't see where he's going with
The
this.
reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
You saying you're all talk.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
No, just you.
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal.
Except
It
you!
is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better.
How about both?
In your years of service to the Shogun,
Why not both?
not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
He's disappointed.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. if you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs. Might I be so bold, then, as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
Definitely not.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that.
There's a lot of things that could
the
change
notices
that.
have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
About?
So suddenly we see eye to eye?
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Kamisato Ayato! You... How dare you!
He's really
You've
speaking
made your
upwards in
move.
terms of power.
Now,
This dude.
I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union?
That's what makes the most sense to me.
Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Wanted to pause so I could say something.
Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
Before he possibly breaks it down, I'll say it. With the Kanjo Commission, I believe that's the one that Chisato was a part of. When she leaves, they lose their head. So now, one of two things is going to happen. That dude thinks it's going to be this first thing, which is someone else comes up to grab that power, and he feels it'll be him. The other thing that'll happen is it all implodes, and that's what Ayato is saying. He's saying, yes, there's three now, but the moment the head leaves from the one, there isn't an instant backup person for the Kanjo Commission. So it might just be cannibalized by the other two commissions or some complete outside force that's not even any of the commissions. I think he might be breaking that down now. So let's see what he has to say.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Are we going to bring Yae Miko or A into all this? Because if there's anybody that can definitely shut them down, it's either of them. All right, let's tell them apart. And up we go. Check the current situation of the city using the bulletin board.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Well, he knows that Chisato is going to worry about this. And if he is a good future husband, he will take her worries into concern. So let's see just how good of a man he is. He gave a really good impression last time.
Faster?
It could always change, but I feel like he'll stick to it. Although he might feel a bit emotional about it all. He's underneath the tree. Kamaji, we need to talk to you.
I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced.
Mm-hmm.
It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
We know.
Yeah, about that. It's kinda complicated.
You briefly explained the situation to Kojo Kamaji.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
Even if it means waiting to marry her?
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. I don't mean to criticize
way to put it.
you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation.
And rushed.
I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
Don't cut the legs off of her, though.
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy.
So don't cut the legs off of her.
That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people.
Good.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's just you really need to examine everything first.
There are notices
before
everywhere.
moving forward.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission.
Mm-hmm.
On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission.
Yep.
The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
This will make Hiragi Chisato indispensable.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
Yeah, what do you need us to
We have
do?
to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
Naoto explains the details of the plan to
It's
Kamaji.
almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.
I guess ninja does work as a term better than Shadow Warrior. No. Why is there always somebody busy in Inazuma? Sango. Alright, where is it? The Omni Ambiguity Net. Sango says that her friend would like to modify the Ambiguity Net.
1, 2, 3.
This isn't the first time this stupid net has blocked what we're trying to do. Where is she?
Four.
Oh, use the net to capture small animals.
2.
So, inventory. Let me clear this. Stupid furniture. All right, where's the net? Where the net? Where the net? Where the net? Equip. Let's go capture some small animals, shall we? Let's see. Where can we find some? I don't think we're going to be able to get a fox that easily. Hey, Kamaji. Let's see. When they say small animals, does a crab count? Or a bird? Or a plane? Or Superman? Okay, where can we find an animal? I don't want to sprint because I'm afraid I'll scare something off. Weird. Although we are very close to civilization, I think we need to be more out towards the wild for it to work. So we go this way. Get away from town. Can I use it on the fox? Got a kitsune. Report back to Wakamashirsaki. Where do we go for that? Oh, we're not far. Can't believe I captured a kitsune. Do I have it in my inventory? How would I be able to utilize what I've caught in my net? Oh, don't tell me. It's now a furnishing. No, if I am going to use the Serenity Pot, I'm going to make it a zoo. Whoop. Huh. I'll take advantage. Thank you. Hi there. How did it go? Well, how long has she been waiting here? I feel like it's at least been like a dozen episodes. It was a one and done. I suppose that was inevitable. Like I said before, this technique can detain the essence of a small animal. Whoa, 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 you're going too fast. I integrated those techniques into the net. Such that is also the essence retention device and the creation medium. That sounds complicated. Well, basically, each net can only be used once. This is an issue I haven't been able to solve yet either. If the medium can't stand repeated use, the cost of the device will be way too high. I'll continue doing research into the net and try to fix the problem as soon as possible. If you still need the Omni Ambiguity nets, you can come find me. And even though these nets can catch small animals, they're a bit of a fuss to put together. So next time you want one of these nets, you'll have to pay me a nominal fee. Relax, you're Sango's friend. I won't charge you too much. You'll get a good rate, I promise. She's still going to be standing here because I'd like to buy another. I like to buy some. I can only buy one? Oh no, I can buy 5. Ah, you little kitsune, you're gonna be in my serenity pot. Alright, let's teleport closer because we gotta talk to Sango and then hopefully we'll be done with the nets. Kind of like Kyrie and Katie. Just done with the nets. If you don't know anything about NBA, then you probably don't understand what I said. But if you know the NBA, you think that's a very simple joke to make. Sango, did you find Murasaki? So here's the deal with the nets. You know what? It's not a bad name. Still, that technique, can that technique really detain a human's essence? No, that's not possible. There are only records of such Mayodo technique existing. Any practicum has long disappeared into the mists of time. The technique that I taught Wakamurasaki can only do that for small animals. Wait, then why didn't you tell her? Oh, that? I just wanted Wakamurasaki to help me spread a certain something around. And what was that? Baton Sango Detective Agency's president is currently making someone to create a net using Kamuna Omayodo that can make people tell the truth. The long lost Kamano Omayodon and the Baton Sango Detective Agency and a net that can indeed attain the essence of small creatures. Put all 3 together, you have an urban legend that sounds impressive and that actually has a grain of truth to it, but it's still a lie. For most people, these urban legends are just little stories, but for criminals who already have the seed of fear in their hands, such tales are not so simple. Ah, so that's how it is. The other side of it is, well, Wakamurasaki was starting to get on my nerves with the whole find me the strongest Omoyodo technique ever nonsense. I told her many, many times that such things don't exist, but she wouldn't listen. So I had no choice but to give her something to work with so she'd get off my back. What if Wakamurasaki doesn't tell anyone about this? Impossible. She couldn't keep a secret to save her life. Trust me, I know her way too well. Either way, thanks for making the trip on my behalf. Take this, consider it payment for the errand run. Archon, I hope she doesn't come to bother me again. I'm a detective, you know, not some omoyoji. All right. Now she's freed up. So now we got to go and observe the Kanjo Commission informant. So lies are built on a foundation of truths are the toughest to deal with. It doesn't seem like the situation will be averted. However, Ato seems to have a couple more tricks up his sleeve. I guess we got to go here. Then we can start the cutscene with Sango.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Ooh, we get to be sneaky beaky like. Stay low. Or around the corner.
Seems like he's noticed us.
How?
Knew we should have been quieter.
We were around the corner. Guess we'll try it again.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Or heard, apparently, because he could not see me. That is for daggum sure. Wait for him to move. He's gonna get some food.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious.
He and his men seem pretty intense.
Oh,
at the
he's
moment.
listening to their
Isn't it
conversation.
all
He's
a
not
bit
making
excessive for a
conversation.
wedding?
I thought that he was talking to the person at the shop. No, he was listening to their conversation. Getting too far away. Try to stick closer. Excuse me. I'm going to use you as a way to hide. I was thinking he was going to listen to their conversation. Yep,
Commission
he
has
is.
sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
Just creep down the stairs, just like this. Don't mind me, people. I walk like this all the time.
But it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride.
Definitely not.
I have to investigate.
How you finna do that, you know?
As expected. Let's follow him.
Following.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and
No, you're not.
it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Do you lie often?
Please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Ha, he said duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect from beginning to end.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work.
No, you're not. He's not sorry at all.
Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryo Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
You looked like you'd seen a ghost. Now you realize how serious the situation is.
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation.
Oh, we're not going to see you anymore
In any
for
case,
this?
We've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender.
Why are you so confident?
This is not my first time.
What was?
Well then, goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
True.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted?
Let's keep an eye on things until the end.
Paimon too. Well, let's go to Rito again in 2
Everything
days.
was together. Or
I've been to the outside world before.
good for you, Midori. We could go right now, and then when we're there, we could fast forward time. That's exactly what I'm doing. All right, 2 days. So 1 day. Phew. The day after tomorrow. Wasn't a great movie. Wasn't a bad movie either. See, I don't know what time it's supposed to be that we do this. It just said in 2 days. So I'm going to 2 days. Talk to 3 people in Orito. Let's avoid the commission, shall we? Oh, people we can talk to.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days.
Good.
He gets irate over the smallest things.
Good.
And is suspicious of everything.
Good.
He's been yelling at me a lot.
You deserve it.
I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
And he did just that.
Yeah. Good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
He didn't think things through. Well, Hito, it was nice seeing you again. Even though you didn't know that we were seeing you before. Hatsunaka.
Hello. How may I help?
Why is there such a strong presence of the Tenryou Commission here?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things.
Pray tell why?
Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet,
he
we
said
decided to
duties.
stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
Everyone seems scared. People suspect something is wrong.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our
Yeah,
presence here
Kujo
will
clan is
not
just making it
impact
worse.
ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Ooh, that's what they fear. Hi. And then we go over here to talk to more probably just citizen type people. Sasano.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
2 days, to be exact.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave.
Oh, they're gonna miss
I'd be
her.
hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Like me.
Right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Bad leadership. Not from Chisato, but from people that want the leadership.
In Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks?
Let's go talk to her and see what she thinks, Paimon.
Let's go and see.
That's what I'm saying. Are we going to be able to just walk in there, though? Would they not suspect that we have something to do with this? I mean, Mr. Jerkface did see us in person.
Oh, Traveler!
Hi, Chisato.
I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there.
Yep.
What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
Hold up. Someone might be eavesdropping. Let me check it out. Make sure no one's eavesdropping on before explain the whole situation to
Tenryou
Chisato.
Commission arrived, they suddenly became
Chisato.
alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission.
Hmm.
I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense.
Since we last met, have you made up your mind? Made your mind up?
I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed,
You knew something was definitely
I
up.
didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret.
Which is not something you should be feeling
Thinking
about this
back to what
relationship.
Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
This is exactly what he was worried about. You can't rush into important things.
I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it.
But
that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing.
Hi, backstabber.
You?
Yep.
Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day?
Yep.
What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do.
Including dealing with you.
Are extremely important to us and to the entire Kanjo Commission.
That's not how you were acting
Who's
before.
To say they don't have a hidden agenda?
We do, but so do you.
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it.
You're acting far less dignified than when we last met.
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat.
Yep. Yes. You won't even follow Lady Hiragi's orders now?
Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
I doubt he's going to do it. He'd lose his position.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
How to dance around you with words. That's what he means. Or else he would just say it.
Chisato, you handled that well.
She's the leader.
I'm so nervous. But I thought things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well.
That's what I call a voice of authority.
Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Meanwhile, later, he comes back with his tail between his
We had a
legs.
serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is besides themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. Ah, I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance.
It's no use talking to me. You'll have to talk to Kamisato Ayato.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
Good that you notice that now. Go to the Kamisato estate to meet Ayato. Alright. Boom, boom, boom.
By the way, aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. Alright, Ayato. We are here. We're back. Glad I entered instead of started talking to the guard. I wouldn't have wanted to talk to him. I don't have anything to say to him. Ayato, we're here.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them. I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions.
You think?
And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity.
Anything out of your mouth
Please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Kanjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more, on our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We will take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Put your name on the line, too.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking?
He wasn't.
But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Very sizable.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
I feel like we have to explain everything
yes,
to
Lady Hiragi. I have
Chisato
something
now.
to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should.
Well said.
But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Ooh, he's gonna go into depths about it.
Please, I'd love to hear it.
Where he said that he had
You
experience.
must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health and ultimately led to his untimely demise. My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Yashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive the storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now,
we were there for that.
It's time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
And face the Raiden Shogun.
I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Yes, you do.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes, in fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
She really has the air of a leader now.
She has a lot in common with Kamaji. They really are a good match for each other.
Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with.
He started off playing chess when we met him.
He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely
Or Chinese
within my
checkers. I think it was probably chess, though.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime.
I believe that.
Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
Yup.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself.
Speaking about your stance, you weren't in this just to help Chisato, were you?
Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A
You're not
stable
greedy.
nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last.
Yep.
All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end.
Balance of power.
Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard.
Oh, you definitely did.
Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding. second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
Postpone it would probably be the
I
better
thought
way to
straight
say it.
away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into.
Because you
Now,
felt the experience
she
from
has
it
the
in the
chance
past.
to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and see.
See you next time.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
It's just watching us go.
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh, my lord.
Was he talking about
Traveler had
food?
one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure
Not
both
really.
families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present. It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Yeah, I don't feel like we really did that much. We were kind of a fly on the
yes.
wall.
Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Are we done? We're done. Yay, we finished another one! And yeah, looking at it, it feels like the one clan that didn't get into mess during the whole Vision Decree hunt was the Yashiro Commission. And because of that, they're the one that's the most put together now. Like before, the Tenryou Commission had their old problem, but they're kind of sorted now. So that's why Kamaji didn't have a problem this time around, because we already did a whole mission where he had to sort everything out. So now this time, Chisato had to, because the Kanjo Commission, they're still in a mess and disarray because of everything from the Vision Hunt Decree. The Yashiro Commission, oops, didn't mean to do that, was the only one that didn't participate and was all put together and doesn't really have to build themselves back up after the whole mess. But that's going to be it for this one. It's got to be bad for the knee. I'll get her off of there. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, deuces.
So I wrote it in the rhyme. The Reverend Doctor got an 8K, wet working. The roaches get the race spray. My weak rhyme, my body, your best verses on game day. I touch the crowns of self-entitled kings. You leave the heat like LeBron when I melt your idols' vital things. This is Malcolm and Martin, Million Man March in Sparta, mixed with a legion of angels surrounding sons and daughters. Simon Peter with a desert eagle, waving it at Caesar. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't mention me